When you think of an accountant, what image immediately comes to mind, or who comes to mind? Maybe this guy, Ben Affleck? Or what about Kevin and Oscar and Angela from The Office? Well, I don't consider myself to be a typical accountant, and today I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to talk to you about my career in accounting, business, and finance. And I'm going to share some of the lessons that I've learned along the way, some of them the hard way. And even if accounting isn't in your future, I think that these lessons will apply to any career that you choose. So I'm going to begin at the beginning, and nothing says the 80s like this hair. So I graduated from York Mills Collegiate in Toronto. And when I was in high school, I really wasn't thinking a lot about what my future career would be. This was even before there was a careers course. But when I was in grade 13, so yes, I'm dating myself, I took an economics course, and for me, that was my gateway drug. I really liked it. So I knew I was going to go to university, but I really didn't know what I was going to study when I got there. So I ended up going to U of T. I graduated from Rotman Commerce, so I went downtown. And one of the reasons that I ended up at U of T was because both of my parents had actually graduated from U of T. And the summer before I was starting, I met a guy who was at Wilfrid Laurier in the business program. And it sounded really interesting. So at the last minute, I changed my first year courses, and I took the commerce prerequisite courses. And after first year, I got into the program. And I'll just share with you some of the things I remember about my years at U of T. I worked like a dog. It was very hard. I remember feeling like I was living in the library. I worked for two of my economics professors one summer. I was also a teaching assistant for one of my accounting professors, and I remember that involved marking a ton of papers. And in 1987, I graduated with my BCom, and I decided to go into the CA program. I also had all my CA credit hours, which is now the CPA program. So why? Why did I decide to become a CA? Well, it's weird because I didn't even really know very many CAs. I had an uncle that was one, and I had some professors, but I really didn't know a lot about what accountants did. But I liked the idea of getting a professional designation on top of my BCom, and I had heard that the final exam was quite challenging, and I'm always up for a good challenge. So I went for it. I guess I just wanted to ask you if I changed anyone's plans today, if anyone's now going to be an accountant when they graduate. Well, honestly, that wasn't my goal, but I did want to try and dispel some of the stereotypes around accountants and what they do. But really my purpose was to share some of these stories and experiences that I've had and some of these lessons that I learned the hard way. And I hope that you'll keep them in mind as you guys start to find your own path. Thank you so much. Thank you.